DOS Bears Men of War 2 review. Like and subscribe, my comrades. Before we get started, I'd like to say a big thank you to Best Way and Fulcrum Publishing for letting me have an early access review version of this game. And I've got to say, I did enjoy playing this game overall. I have double-digit hours in the game. Honestly, this is my honest opinion. I did enjoy the game. It was fun. There are things I don't like and dislike, and I will be talking about that in this video, and I will be talking about the things I like in this video. So let's dive in. We're going to focus on the negative things I did not like in the game first and get that out of the way. There's not a lot, but what there is, it's a good half of the game. You'll kind of understand when I start talking about it, but if I ramble, I'm sorry. So pretty much what I did not enjoy in this game, having played it for a couple weeks now and getting early access, I did not enjoy the single-player content, like at all. And I love single-player content. I've played Steel Division 2 and tons of other World War II games, like Company of Heroes 2, 3, and I've played a whole lot of single-player and love that type of stuff. Like that's right up my avenue of things I can sit down and enjoy and I look forward to. I did not enjoy this. I felt like the single player in this game was tacked on to check a box, that it's there and it exists, but I don't feel like it's very professionally polished. I just did not enjoy it, to be honest. Originally, there was a rumor that this game was supposed to be a multiplayer-only title and single player was added on later, and I truly believe that after playing it. You may enjoy that. You may enjoy the campaign, you may enjoy the story, you may enjoy the missions, and if you do, our opinions differ, and I apologize. So far in the single-player side, there's 4 different modes. There's a story mode with 3 different factions. You have the Soviet Union, the Americans, and the Germans. Then on the historical side, you have a Russian, German, and U.S. large-scale operations. The historical operations are hard. Like, really, really difficult. I'm going to tell you right now. And on top of that, you better pick the right deck for the mission and exactly the right units, or you're going to have a very hard time completing them. The story just has very weird set pieces, like large amounts of talking, and like you're doing other stuff, but it's like almost pointless rambling in the campaign. Like it doesn't really add anything to the story. It doesn't really help you get into it. To me, it's more of a distraction than anything. Like I would rather there be like 45-second cutscenes than me listening to a guy talk in the background for 4 minutes straight while I'm over here adjusting my strategic lines and defending, and not hearing anything he said because I'm focused on the game. I played the German campaign also, and I noticed like it told me to counterattack a bridge, grab some mines, and blow the bridge up. I went over there, did that, could not find the mines anywhere. The game doesn't give you it doesn't really give you like, oh, here's the main objective right here on the map, go to it. You know what I mean? It doesn't tell you that, so there's a lot of times where you can make mistakes, you know, things can happen, and now you've locked the mission up where you can't complete it, and you're stuck. Lots of moments like that, I feel like, are in this. It's just not very polished on the single-player side. Next, we have Conquest, which you fight on a strategic map, which to me feels extremely, extremely generic. And then the last single-player mode is Raid, where it says Fast Advance and Fighting. And that's literally what it is. It's just a really like action-packed game mode. But it's pretty much a handful of missions that when you complete all of them, they come back together, and it's made for you to repeat them over and over and grind. And the reason why there's a grind in this game, going to my other negative, is because you have to unlock locked content in the game. There's content we have to unlock divisions, you have to unlock battalions, I guess you'd say. You have to unlock battalions in the game because not all the battalions are available to you right off the bat. You have to unlock them, and on top of that, you have to unlock units individually. Like these are collector units, so you have to unlock them specially a certain way. I do not enjoy that. If people bought this game, they paid full price for it, they deserve to have all the content in their hand to enjoy, not grinding hours and hours and hours for this. It's not a live service game. There's no reason to have it. Like, just give us what we want to play with and have fun. That's the point. Okay, I'm done with the negative stuff. I feel like I've went on and on and on way too long on this, and I apologize. There is a lot of positive to this, I promise, because I absolutely love the gameplay. I love the PvP, fighting the AI. I love the infantry. I love the tanks. I love the air. I love the battalions. I love just everything about it. Like, this is a great game, gameplay-wise. It's very aggressive, and you die extremely easy in the game. You can lose units very fast. It never feels like you have enough units. You're able to call in 2 different units every so often. I think that should be increased to possibly 4. I think they should double up on that. You should be able to call in 4 units every so often, because it just never feels like you have a large army in the game. The abilities in the game are super cool. I love the fact that infantry, like, you can tell them to go prone. They can crawl. You can, tell them to hold fire. Don't fire at will. You can tell them to sprint. You can tell them to stand up. You can tell them to crouch. You can have them build trenches. You can have them build sandbags. You can have them build bunkers. Sandbag bunkers, pretty much. Artillery units, gun emplacements, those also have the ability to build bunkers around themselves of sandbags to fortify. And on top of that, stealth. You can also have them hide themselves so they're better hidden from the enemy when they fire. Same thing with tanks. Tanks can also stealth themselves. I really like the gameplay elements of that. Lots of ambushing, tactical maneuvers. I enjoy it. It's super fun, guys. Like, on the multiplayer side, the PvP and the PvE experience is great, and I absolutely love it. There's a lot of different multiplayer modes, like a whole bunch of different modes. So for your match, pretty much there's a lot of custom ability in multiplayer. So you have battalions PvP, battalions PvE, you have mission, combined arms, tanks only even, and you have classic. On the game mode front, you have frontline with no AI defense. The frontline mode will have AI defense on both sides of the map. Combat sectors, assault zones, combat mode, clashing armies, incursion, area control. There's a whole lot to me for multiplayer on customizing and getting what you enjoy for an experience there. Also with the lobbies and just having a lot of control on it. It can be 5v5, so you can have 5 players on each side or AI mixed in. There is a whole lot of units in this game. Tons of anti-tank units, anti-air, infantry. I mean, there's just a lot, and infantry can take out tanks. And don't think if you're running a big, heavy tank that it can't be pierced. There's units that can pierce it. You'd be surprised that they can. You're like, holy cow. Overall, I just really enjoyed the multiplayer experience on this. I think it's great. I think it's probably one of my favorite of that type. Plus, Steam Workshop, guys. Having the ability that players can create stuff for Steam Workshop, custom scenarios. I'm sure you've seen other people put videos out already from this game, like the D-Day landings and things like that. People have already started making their own maps because there is a map editor. And there's just a lot of stuff that players can do to make this great. And I really enjoyed the multiplayer side. The only negative on the multiplayer side is, again, not being able to access all the toys. You're blocking me out of the toy access here, and I really want it right off the bat. I like the battalions things for a balancing standpoint, and there also is a classic mode with the full army, where you have the full army choice, so you have pretty much a choice of all units, but I don't like that certain units are locked behind you having to do something specific to unlock them or get enough research points to unlock them. My review score for this game is going to be a 6 out of 10, guys. It's barely passable to me. Hopefully in the future that goes up, maybe with future updates. I believe it's a good game if you're looking for a multiplayer experience. If you're looking for a single player experience, I don't know I would recommend it just for that. I believe that I would only be recommending it if you're looking for a good multiplayer experience or good experience with skirmish and AI. If you've made it this far, don't forget to like and subscribe. I will let you enjoy the rest of this video, which shows a little bit more gameplay, and I will catch all of you next time. Hopefully you enjoyed this review, and I do plan on doing more reviews in the future with hopefully a little bit more organization than this one.